One man excited to become a first-time dad has his dreams of fatherhood taken away. Now he shares his story so others don't suffer the same painful loss. Good evening. Thank you for watching. I'm Brenda Baumgartner.
And I'm Todd Blackington. Imagine looking forward to the birth of your first child and then having that baby given to another family for adoption without your consent.
It happened to one local father, and he took his fight all the way to the state Supreme Court and lost. Now with no rights to a son he never knew, he's sharing his message with others so it won't happen again. Suzanne Hobbs is live in the Idaho Falls newsroom. Suzanne, this is a heartbreaking story.
Brenda, it's actually hard to imagine that something like this really can happen, and it is very frustrating to Tyson Sherwood, who says he and his fiancée were engaged, both of them happy that a baby was on the way. Then months before she gave birth, she broke off the engagement and all communication. He didn't know his baby was born and adopted out until it was too late. Somewhere out there is a son Tyson Sherwood will never get to raise because he didn't follow a law that few people know about.
I feel pretty helpless, and I think it's an unfair law, and the whole point of this interview is so other people don't get hurt by it, so that other potential fathers know about the registry.
He's talking about the putative fathers registry. Tyson's attorney, Alan Browning.
The putative fathers registry is a list of people who claim to be the father of a particular child, and that's the only way that a father can protect his rights, to be a father to a child, to keep that child from being adopted without his consent.
Tyson says his pregnant ex-fiancée refused any contact after they broke up, so he called the Department of Health and Welfare to know what to do, and says he was never told about the registry and informed he had to wait to assert his rights after the birth.
The problem he had was that he didn't know when the baby was going to be born or where the baby was going to be born, and hospitals were not about to tell him. So he was kind of stuck.
Tyson was shocked to learn several weeks too late that his son had been adopted and his rights were gone. I spoke to Tyson's ex-fiancée by phone. She said she had concerns about Tyson raising a child and said it wasn't the best time for having a baby, so she put him up for adoption because it was in the best interest of the child.
Mother didn't want to raise the child, but she didn't want Tyson to have any part of the child either. And it's sad that the system that we have right now allows that to happen.
Tyson took his case to the local courts and was denied. He even appealed to the state Supreme Court with no success, just because his name was never on a state registry he didn't know about.
When the Supreme Court finally told me that it ain't going to happen, I still thought about it a little, but then I just had to pick up and move on and put my life back together.
The baby was adopted through LDS Family Services. Clay Jensen is the agency director.
He was not identified, and we knew nothing of Tyson until after his court documents were filed.
Tyson and his attorney disagree. They say LDS Family Services was told by the mother she wanted Tyson left out of the process. Jensen says the law was followed.
A mother, according to Idaho law, has a right to privacy, and therefore she can ask us to not contact any men concerning the potential father of her child. And we have to respect that.
Now, there is hope that the adoptive family will at least come forward through LDS Family Services and share with Tyson a photograph or some basic information about the little boy that is now about 19 months old. For more information on that putative fathers registry, go to our website at kpvi.com. Now back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Suzanne.